and Wanzik is around. So, we will then open our hearing on 2358, and committee members, the most recent fiscal note is dated 2/13 at $250 million. Senator Sinner, would you please proceed?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is George Sinner. I am the senator from District 46. Thank you for hearing this bill today. As you know, Senate Bill 2358 reduces the sales and use tax from the current 5% to 4.5%, a reduction of 10%. The purpose of this bill is simple. It provides broad-based tax relief to all North Dakota taxpayers, including all corporations, all companies, all partnerships, and all individuals who spend money in this state. When analyzed on a per capita basis, North Dakota's sales tax collections are the third highest in the nation at $1,709 per person in 2011. And with the increases shown in 2012, we all know that number will be much higher. And if we agree that sales taxes are among the most regressive of all forms of taxation, then why would we not provide some tax relief by lowering the most regressive of all taxes? I believe that this 10% reduction of the sales tax is both fair and affordable to our state. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, some would have us believe that the current system of taxation in North Dakota is fair. I submit to you that it is not. In fact, I strongly disagree. And to further the regressiveness of our tax revenue system, we have heard proposals that provide additional tax relief in the form of both individual income tax relief and corporate income tax relief. While I will nearly always support tax relief that goes to individuals, I find it unconscionable for the legislature to even consider giving tax relief to out-of-state companies and conglomerates like Berkshire Hathaway, whose chairman has publicly stated that our income tax rates are too low on the wealthiest of our society. Again, let me ask you, why would you send tax relief to someone who is not asking for it? What sense does that make? Think about it. That's why I'm here today, to offer this form of tax relief that will go to all the taxpayers in North Dakota. And again, I ask you, how will you explain these questions to your constituents when they ask? How will you answer the question of why you gave tax relief to Walmart and passed on the opportunity to help both the customer and Walmart? Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, I recommend that you forward this bill to the full Senate with a due pass recommendation and provide tax relief to all taxpayers in North Dakota. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any, Senator Bowman?
Mr. Chairman, Senator, you made this statement basically that you don't want to give tax relief to the big corporations, so say, but some of the biggest people that pay our taxes, the sales taxes, are oil companies. They're going to benefit tremendously from this, and was that your intention to let these big out-of-state oil companies benefit from this reduction?
Yes, sir. And what I was talking about, tax relief for major out-of-state corporations, was referring to income tax relief. Mr. Chairman and Senator Bowman, thank you.
Senator Goodberg. Well, I knew your name, but I was choking here on my water.
Senator Senator, I have a question in your second paragraph where you cite North Dakota sales tax collections are the third highest in the nation at $1,709 per person. If I just did some quick math, I think the average income is 40-some thousand in the state, 45. Our average income, and to get to a $1,700 sales tax average person, you need to spend $35,000 a year at 5%, just rough math, right? So what is, how do you, the 1,700 is?
Mr. Chairman, Senator Grinberg, these figures came out of the tax booklet provided by the state tax department. And I think what they really do is they take all the collections from all sources, add them up and divide it by the number of citizens in North Dakota to come up with that number. It isn't just divided on a per capita basis on what these people spend. It's based on all the collections, corporate, everybody that.
So Senator, then the $100 or more million that oil companies pay in are included in the $1,700, just because it's an aggregate of all the sales tax money collected, divided by 600 and whatever it is, 1,000 people.
That is correct.
One other question.
Senator Bowman?
One other question, because sales tax is one of the ways that we collect from people that come from out of state and tourism and things, and that helps our local communities a lot. Is your intention then to lower the amount of revenue that our political subdivisions get from the tourism dollars that are generated from out of state people?
Mr. Chairman, Senator Bowman, to the contrary, I think that this does not affect local sales tax collections. As a matter of fact, I believe that this might incent out-of-state visitors to spend more here because our taxes will be lower.
Is there a requirement in here that local governments could not just add 0.5% and everyone is happy? I mean, in other words, is there the possibility under this bill that there be a shift from the state receiving this money to the locals receiving the money and the taxpayers getting no relief?
Oh, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, that was the amendment that failed in the Senate, that the committee passed, but the full Senate rejected last week.
So it is possible for the city of Fargo to raise it by 0.5%.
Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, yes, it is, but I remind you that that is a local decision voted on by local people.
Any additional questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone else wishing to testify on 2358? If not, we will close the hearing on 2358.